hell does that mean?
What
does that even mean?
When they do them play con games. Confidence.
What Jew is playing a con game?
Enough Jews to create anti-Semitism.
What Jew is playing a con game?
Let's pick one at random. His name is Bernie Madoff.
Okay, Bernie Madoff, who went to prison and is dead. So his punishment is he goes to prison, and then he died in prison.
And the punishment to the Jews is they get anti-Semitism on them.
What does that have to do with Jews?
Exactly. That's my point.
It's not your point. Your point is that it has nothing to do with anti-Semitism.
What does a child born in Iraq have to do with genociding Arabs? Obviously, you said that's the consequence. I never used the word genocide. Your mind is warped. True. I said if you throw a rock at an armed man, you are committing suicide. That's what I said.
Because you're justifying.
Okay, so when you swindle someone, you're committing reputational suicide. How about that?
No, when you swindle someone, you are committing a crime and you go to jail.
Or you get reputational suicide.
What do you mean reputational?
What do you mean? I mean, if you avoid prison because the judge was Jewish or whatever.
Are you talking? Are we talking about collective punishment now, or are we talking?
I thought that was the point. I thought that's what we were talking about. Collective punishment.
Suicide. Oh, so we weren't.
Are you saying that every single person killed in Gaza threw a rock at an IDF soldier? Is that your claim?
I've never mentioned every single person in Gaza, so I'm not saying any of that shit.
So then it is collective punishment.
What is collective punishment?
Yes, of course. But what's wrong with collective punishment? I don't understand.
Oh my God!
Saying
whether it's right or wrong. We're not there yet.
War is war.
Simon's admitting it is.
Statement. Don't start a war if you're going to get your ass kicked and then complain. So if you start a war...
Exactly, and I'm saying don't swindle people if you don't want to be called a fucking Jew.
Hang on. If you start a war with a superior power, you are committing suicide. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Got it? Not collective punishment, identity statement. Don't do it. Don't be an idiot. Don't start a war with a superior power. And then don't complain about it after you lose the war that you knew you were going to lose.
Right. Except I'm saying the same thing about anti-Semitism.
Yahya Sinwar thought that Hezbollah would attack from the north, and the Saudis would attack from the east, and the Yemenis would attack from the south, and Iran would attack, and Israel...
Don't try to take over the German...
Don't interrupt me.
Take over the German government.
Don't interrupt me. Nobody ever tried to take over a German government.
Don't try to
Adolf Hitler. No, there's no analogy here. No. So Yahya Sinwar actually thought that. Don't be Holocaust envy. Don't have Holocaust envy. You're not going to get there.
The Holocaust
You're not a martyr. You're not a martyr. You're not a Shiite.
Under his logic, Duda?
And you're not a Jew. So deal with your life. Don't try to be a Jew. Don't have Holocaust envy. If you're Palestinian, so-called, be a Palestinian and deal with the consequences of your action. If you throw a rock at a bigger person than you're going to get your ass kicked. That's a fact. So don't do it.
Right? That's what she's saying about the Holocaust. She's saying if you try to take over someone's country...
Nobody tried to take over anybody's country. That's a stupid statement. Nobody tried to take over Germany. Huh?
Okay. So you're just saying people just did that to the Jews.
I'm not saying anything about the Holocaust, which
there was no. Thank God, there was no reason for what they did to the Jews.
So if you're thanking God that you're ignorant, why do you continue to be ignorant?
Because clearly there was.
Is that what you aspire to? Do you aspire to ignorance?
Clearly there was a reason. Clearly there was a reason why they had to shut you up.
Whoa. Norm, what did you think when Nick Fuentes said Hitler was a cool guy?
You're muted, Norm. So what did they do to have the children throw the rocks?
The Nazis are the Palestinians in this equation. The Nazis brought death and destruction to Europe, and the Palestinians brought death and destruction to Gaza.
Yeah, the Jews are just minding their own business, and the Nazis were the ones that came in and wreaked havoc. Not just against Jews, but also like black people and gay people and all kinds of people. They were not nice.
And
So that's why.
and Poles and gays and Russians.
Correct. Yeah.
Once again, the Nazis brought death and destruction to their own people and to their neighbors the same way the Palestinians did. They didn't have to; they chose to, and therefore the consequences are on them for their behavior.
Yeah, and that's why, like, with all due respect to Nick Fuentes, when he said, like, Hitler was a cool guy, that's not very nice.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
No, he said he's fucking cool.
Yeah, well, he's not cool, though. There's nothing cool about him.
An asshole.
I mean, yes, he has very nice Hugo Boss suits, but that doesn't make somebody cool.
I never thought I think he looks like an asshole.
Dude. Damn. Oh man. So see, the same logic applies to being the victims of anti-Semitism.
Boss, by the way.
Don't kill Palestinian children, even if they're hitting you with rocks. If you don't want to be called, a bunch of violent.
They don't get killed. They go to prison.
If you
where they
throw
should
a rock at a person with a gun, expect a consequence.
I understand that. If you execute that consequence, expect another consequence, which is that people hate you.
No. See,
what's the other consequence?
There's always consequences.
So basically, he's saying that
if somebody throws a rock at you and you're armed and pointing a gun at them, what is the logical reaction?
Obliterate them, RoboCop style, and then you're
no, they go to prison. They get arrested. They don't get killed.
I would say that the proper response is the least intrusive. So you would try to subdue the person, or if necessary, you'd escalate until the person stops misbehaving.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that would be very reasonable.
But okay, Diego.
See, the fact that you don't get this, Nora, is why you're in the situation that you're in.
What's the situation that I'm in?
You don't have a state. You have death and destruction.
So Diego, if a kid throws a rock at an IDF soldier, does that mean October 7th should happen? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
No, he's not.
No, I don't know that it said that, but I am.
But you're equating.
I'm saying
you're equating escalation in the conflict.
People are leaving for example, the what is it called, Eurovision, right? Because they don't want to be around Gaza.
Yeah, Spain left, and the other countries are affirming that their participation. They can do whatever they want. Spain can do. Ireland, they can do whatever they want. They have their
if they're anti-Semitic because Israel
Spain had a fascist dictator for 40 years. Ireland was committing terrorism for an equal amount of time. So they have their own moral compass, which I don't even presume to deal with. But the decent countries of the world have affirmed their support for Eurovision.
That is true. Northern Ireland, the Protestants versus the Catholics are killing each other left and right.
No, I think
under the name of the Queen, and now the King.
They still lock Catholics in at night.
So Norm is lumping Israel in with the decent countries of the world. That's his term, not mine.
I'm not lumping them in. They are naturally a part of the decent countries of the world. It's not
naturally. Inherently,
yes.
Obviously.
Yes, inherently, correct. Inherently, yes. You want to know why? Because they have the rule of law. Because they have democracy. Because they have equal rights. Because they have a pluralistic society. They are modern, civilized, democratic, values-based, post-Enlightenment society. That is why they
when they
earn their right.
That's forgiven.
You know who doesn't have rights? Who doesn't have rights is the people of...
Don't start throwing in bullshit. Nobody kills children. That's bullshit.
Wow.
Okay?
Children that cross the yellow line.
Tell the truth. I beg your pardon?
The children that cross the yellow line.
Yeah, what about children who cross the yellow line? What about them?
They were children, were they not?
Well, we're their parents.
What details do you know about the yellow line?
You probably killed their parents. You probably killed their parents.
Who knows if they were children or not? What the fuck are you doing letting your kids go walk into a war zone? What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you want your children to become shaheeds? Do you want your children to become shaheeds? Do you want them to live or do you want them to die?
What the hell are you doing in the war
Do you
zone?
understand how many families you've wiped out where children don't have parents anymore?
I beg your pardon.
And whose fault
I
is
beg
that?
your pardon?
Whose fault is that?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
You heard me
Did these
exactly.
parents-
You've
wait a second, did
wiped
these
out
parents-
families.
did these pa- what? No, nobody wiped anybody out.
Oh
Don't
my
start
gosh.
a war with a superior power and then cry when you lose. Make a smart decision before you engage with the superior power.
When you engage
Don't-
with somebody
I think
like
that
you,
war results in death. That is its point. Don't start a war and then cry when you lose.
I think that's what it said at the end of Schindler's List, right? It said exactly those words that Norman just said. Don't start a war and then cry when you lose.
No,
But
no,
you know,
you didn't say that at the end of
Schindler was
And
a
once
cool
again,
guy. I like Schindler.
Listen again. If you want to be a Jew, then become a Jew if you can. But
Ew.
don't try to steal our identity in the Holocaust, because it's bullshit. It's embarrassing. It makes you look like an asshole. It makes you look like a schmuck. You're not a Jew. You didn't go through the Holocaust. There's no analogy.
Well,
Don't compare yourself to the Jews.
You know, Norm.
Don't create a mission statement that quotes from Mein Kampf and then try to pretend that you're a Jew. Okay? You gotta pick one. Don't follow Haj Husseini, who works for Hitler and starts Sonderkommando in Bosnia, and then claim suddenly that you're a Jew. Pick a side. Pick a side.
gross.
You know, that's the one thing, Norm, I agree with that Nick Fuentes about when he said, is when Pierce Morgan asked him, like, how many Jews were killed in the Holocaust, he said, like, at least 6 million, maybe more.
Yeah.
Maybe 100 times more.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even sure what you're trying to say, unless you're trolling.
No, because, like, obviously he was being an asshole, right?
Can you go to your Jew tunnel now?
What's the Jew tunnel?
Well, now you're
What
being
is that?
anti-Semitic, Princessa.
What's
where
this
you
Jew
try to-
tunnel, Princess?
it's where you
You
try to
mean like the
reanimate
600 miles of tunnels
Pearson.
that you dug in Gaza and they didn't let a single child in there? Why didn't you let your children in the tunnels? Why? Do you care about their lives? Why didn't you let the women in the tunnels? Do you care about their lives? Can you explain this? Do you want the children to live or to die?
Yeah, like when the bombs are falling on Gaza,
Yeah.
you would think
Yeah.
like they would go to escape to the tunnels, but no.
Yeah.
The tunnels are only for the military and
Hamas.
for the
They're still in there,
Yeah.
by the way, except now they're
And-
surrendering.
yeah. It's like they don't care about the women and children. They're very, very, very bad people.
Why don't they care about their women and children? Why don't they protect them?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I think that question
You know,
is kind of
we
like...
have safe rooms
They-
in Israel.
They literally died.
And you
for
have
them.
tunnels in Gaza, and yet we use our safe rooms to protect our women and children. You use them to protect your war makers. That's a difference in values.
And the hostages, they would like because they don't want the hostages to die.
Yeah, where they starved the hostages and made them dig their own graves. Very,
Yeah,
very
it's-
Muslim, very advanced, very, very
Yeah,
merciful.
Yeah, Muhammad? I thought Muhammad was like a nice guy, but apparently not.
Here we go.
Well, I don't know much about him. Some people say he was a warlord, but you can.
I mean, he did have a 6-year-old wife, which is not very nice.
Well, I've never said that, and I've never confirmed it, and I'm not trying to put down anybody's religion.
I am.
I'm not.
But at least Norm, at least for the record, I mean, he waited until she was 9 to have sex with her. At least.
Again, this is all bullshit. What you're saying is bullshit in my view.
Well, not
Okay.
according to the actual Sunni scholars on their
Okay,
actual
I'm not a
website.
Sunni scholar. I haven't studied it, and I'm not into trying to.
Well, it
insult
says it on their
somebody.
website.
I'm not trying to insult somebody based on their ancient text. I think.
But if you go to Sunni.com, it says
Hey,
it.
just a question. Why did Yoav Galant say that you guys executed the Hannibal Directive on October 7th and killed your own?
I
There was
don't
no
think
Hannibal
you know what you're
Directive.
talking
That's a
about. I don't think you
fallacy.
have any idea what the Hannibal
Oh my
Directive is.
gosh.
I don't think you know what Yoav Gallant said, and I don't think you know what happened on October 7th. I think you're full of shit. However, the good news is we do know what happened on October 7th, and that's the difference between you and me. You can bullshit all day long. If you can pretend that Shaheed means something else. You can pretend that Jihad means something else. We're not listening to the bullshit because we know up from down. Or to quote Hamlet, we know a hawk from a handsaw. We're not fucking crazy. But
Because
don't
of
be-
perceptual.
I beg your pardon? No. It's
Of making
definitional.
jokes.
It's
Of making jokes,
definitional.
Simon.
Oh,
It's definitional. A rock is always going to be a rock. A jihad is always going to be a jihad.
What,
A shaheed is always going to be a shaheed.
what is Iraq is part of Babylonia or something like that? What is it called?
There you go. Iraq and I roll.
Rock and roll. Yeah, that's right.
Iraq and I roll. All right? So
Okay,
go
go
bullshit
take your
some,
pep-
go
take your
bullshit some
Pepto-Bismol.
Europeans.
Yeah, but there was no Hannibal. Like I don't know what that even. So like, you know, there's a lot of.
I mean, I have a video of him saying that's what it is.
You have it, which I'm sure you took out of context, and I'm sure you have no idea what the implications.
Oh, now context matters.
Oh, it never matters?
Well, why would context
When
not
does it
matter?
not matter?
I said
When-
now context matters.
When does it not
When
matter?
does it not matter?
When I'm trying to explain to you what shaheed is, you define it as some weird
I
definition.
defined
that
it
you
as, no, not weird, dictionary. I
You're
used the
trying to claim-
dictionary.
You're
I
trying
used
to
the
claim-
fucking dictionary.
You're trying to
There
claim
we go.
are you trying to claim shaheed means something related to suicide and it has
I
nothing to
beg
do
your
with
pardon?
suicide?
No, I didn't
Even
say that. I said martyr. M-A-R-T-Y-R.
implying that
So
they're
don't lie.
choosing to die, and they're
I
not
never
choosing
implied
to die.
anything. I made an identity statement. Shaheed equals
With it.
martyr.
I mean,
That's
if they're committing suicide, then you know they're committing suicide. I mean,
Not complicated.
Inshallah.
That's their prerogative. If they want to do that, you know.
Again, in
Yeah,
Islam,
that's just a religion.
and again, in Islam, a woman giving birth that dies is a shaheed. So
Well,
the
lovely.
way you're
It's
even
lovely, but it's irrelevant. Because
No,
we're not
it's not.
talking about women dying in childbirth.
What if
We're
a
talking
woman
about-
blows
hang on.
themselves
We're
up?
talking about women
so-
who strap bombs on
so
themselves
when-
and go
when-
into
no.
coffee shops and blow themselves up.
So
That's
when
Which
what
has
we're
happened.
talking about.
Which has happened. There's evidence
so
of that.
So when you're talking about the Palestinians and
Yeah.
Gaza that are being killed, that we refer to as shohadas, martyrs, as witnesses, when we
Yeah.
refer to them as this, it's not because they've killed themselves
Yeah.
or they wanted to
Yeah.
die. It's because they
Yeah.
got killed, they got burned, they got bombed.
No.
They got,
Okay, well,
Incorrect.
you know, whatever
Incorrect.
happens
So
to the
they're shaheed.
Palestinians in Gaza,
David,
whose fault
David,
is
wait a
that?
second. No, they're being called shaheed because Hamas deliberately left them exposed, attacked a superior power, and hid behind women and children in order to create negative publicity for Israel and
You
create
wiped
a
out-
blood libel.
You wiped
That's
out
why we're calling them that.
You wiped out entire neighborhoods. You bombed entire
Yeah. You know what?
residential
You know what?
buildings.
It's really
I don't
fucked up
understand.
when you
You are-
start a war with
You
superior
are,
power.
you are
It's
so
very
immoral.
effed up.
It happens
to
in
put-
war. Don't
very
start
effed
a
up to
war.
put-
You know what
to
you
put-
should have done? You know what you should have done? Should have given the hostages back on day 2,
You're
and then your
so-
neighborhood would
Exactly.
still be
Give
there.
us back the hostages, and
Then you'd still
we'll
have
live
your
in-
neighborhood.
Exactly.
So you choose.
Exactly.
You choose. You were given a choice. Give the hostages back
You
that were coming
you
for
are
you.
very
And why-
angry.
Hang on.
why-
You
why
made
putting-
your choice. You
why
made
putting-
your
very
choice.
angry.
Why are you
because
putting
You
military?
made your choice.
Why are you putting military in the hospitals?
You made your choice.
Because you all draw a fake diagram that all of a sudden that's true.
I beg your pardon? It
No,
was on the
if
front page of the New York
you
Times.
put,
We
if you
filmed
put
the
military
war.
installations
You
in
were
hospitals,
you
then
were
we
in
have to bomb the
maternity
hospital.
ward.
Very simple.
You literally
Here's-
put soldiers in your maternity ward.
Here's such
And then
a
you made
liar.
those people say, a liar?
You-
I'm sorry.
there-
We photographed it. It's on the front page
there
of the
was-
New York Times. I'm a liar.
there was a
I'm
picture-
reporting to you. Huh?
There was
Read
there
the
was
battle.
a picture. There
Look
was a
up the
picture of
bat-
a there was a
Look up
picture
the
of the
battle of
calendar.
Al-Shifa Hospital.
Even Al
and
Jazeera,
where
even
it
Al
was fought.
Jazeera published
Look up the
proof that there was military
Okay.
establishments
Okay,
in the.
Diego is on mute, so I'm just gonna put you all down because you're giving me a headache.
No, it's okay. Okay, bring him back up. Come on, Nora.
They're so loud.
I just didn't want you to hear
Yeah,
anything.
the truth
You're
rings like a
you're
bell.
in a room with Jews and Italians. What did you
Look
expect?
up the Battle of Al-Shifa right
Simon,
now and see
all you
where
did
they
was
fought.
work.
They fought in the maternity ward and in the emergency room. What the fuck were they doing fighting in
That's
the maternity
right.
ward and in
That's
the
right.
emergency room? Why? Unless they wanted the people
Yeah,
in
but
the
even
maternity ward.
even
and the
Al
emergency room
Jazeera,
to
even
die.
Al Jazeera has proof of this.
By the way,
they
it's a war
published
crime.
video of it.
It's a war crime to put military men in a hospital.
Remember you said the calendar had names of fighters when it was the names of the week, and you all
Irrelevant.
it was the names.
Irrelevant.
Retarded.
It
and just
doesn't
lie.
mean that they didn't fight. It's because they read a calendar wrong doesn't mean that they didn't fight in the maternity ward in the emergency room. And we filmed it. They were body cams. So there's no ambiguity about it. It's the recorded, documented fact. They choose to do it. So choose better leaders if you don't want to die. And then don't blame the people that the leaders kill. Don't blame the people that you have now engaged in war.
I just think you're vile. I just think you're vile.
What's vile about it?
Whoa!
What do you disagree with about what I just said?
You're just vile.
I'm vile, really? I'm vile.
I don't believe you believe in God.
War is vile. Don't start them.
I don't. You
War
have
is
no
vile.
compassion. You have no empathy.
War
You're
is,
like
I have
just
tons
making
of empathy.
up lies.
I feel
It's
sorry for
disgusting.
you. I
You don't
feel
even know.
sorry
You don't
for
even know.
I have
You
a ton
can't
of
even.
empathy.
You can't even
I
engage.
feel sorry for you.
You can't
Don't
even
tell me what
engage
my
without-
feelings are.
You can't
Make
even
better
engage
choices.
without venom.
What you saying?
You can't even engage right now without venom coming out of you.
Listen, you called me violent. You're saying I have venom? Give me a fucking break. I want a lack of self-awareness. You call me vile.
I'm not speaking.
Wait,
I'm
which
not
is it? Am I
speaking to
vile,
you.
or do I have venom? Which is it?
It's both. Like you're
I
speaking
see.
with like
I
such
see. So
venomous.
who's the one with venom then? If you're calling me vile, you have a remarkable lack of self-awareness.
How am I not being
I'll say it
self-aware
again.
right now?
Don't start. I beg your pardon. Because
How am I not being? Look how
you are the
you're
one.
so angry.
You call me
can't
vile, and then you say
can't
I'm filled
even-
with venom.
you can't even engage like
I mean,
medium
in all
temperament.
fairness,
You're,
like
so
calling
loud
somebody
and
vile that's not nice. That's definitely
Also irrelevant.
It's my opinion of him.
So listen.
Like
look,
based on how
if you
he's
want to
talking.
make a deal, don't lie because nobody's
How
going
about
to
you
deal
just
with you
stay
if you
in
lie.
shithole New York?
I beg your pardon?
How about you just stay in shithole New York?
That's the greatest. Even Diego has an apartment in New York
We don't
City. What are you
have to
talking
stay in
about?
places because we're free people. So we go where we want. We're free people. We don't stay in places.
Princess, if New York is so bad, then how come Diego has an apartment here?
Because he's rich.
Dots.
I mean, that's more of a flex.
Nah, they are. There's rent control in New York.
Yeah, but you don't have it.
Norm.
You don't have
Yeah,
it.
it is. Well, it's not like your rent control, but it is capped out. You know that.
What are you talking about? You don't have rent control.
It
What are you
is.
talking
Yeah,
about?
it's rent control.
No, you don't have rent control. Under no circumstances do you have rent control.
I can pull
Do
up
you know the
the lease if
difference
you want to see
between
the
rent
past.
control and rent stabilization?
Okay, there you go. Rate and stabilization. There you go.
Okay, so big
But you know what I mean. There's
I
like
don't
Don't
half
tell me
Diego-
you know what I. Don't say the wrong thing and then tell me I know what you mean.
Diego,
You did know what I mean.
Say the right thing.
Diego, where's your apartment?
I knew the correct answer to correct your wrong answer. That's not knowing what you mean. That's correct.
Hey, Simon, is stabilization a type of control?
No, it's not. There's a definitional difference.
Wait, Simon says yes. So
It's like there's a definitional difference. It's like saying all Arabs are Muslim or all Muslims are Arab. Yes, an Arab could be a kind of Muslim, but if you use them interchangeably, you're incorrect. You
Diego,
have lied.
can you tell us how much you spend in rent?
I can tell you how much he spends in rent.
He doesn't know when I moved in.
I could still tell you what you pay in rent.
Wow.
4,000, 6,000, 8,000.
I can tell you on my lease agreement it says how much I should be paying in rent.
How much should you?
That would scare you.
8,000, 10,000.
I'm not talking, but it does say on the.
And by the way, I'm not talking about your rent. I'm not even bringing it up. When I said it's because you're rich, I was kind of joking.
Wait, what part of New York City do you live in, Diego?
The poorest part.
Hell's Kitchen.
You definitely don't live in the poorest part of New York.
It is
The poorest part of New York is
Manhattan.
probably like East New York.
No,
Which is not
Manhattan.
even which is in Brooklyn.
Hell's Kitchen.
Yes.
Kitchen is not the poorest part of the city.
Well,
The
that's why I
The
live
lowest
there
average
for-
income in New York.
There are projects. Are you factoring in the housing projects?
I can't picture Diego living in the projects though.
There's no
Diego
way.
is not. Diego ain't going to be living
It's
in no
too much.
projects.
He's too confident to be living there.
Well, he's also too smart, frankly.
That's fine. I like that.
It's true.
The will just wouldn't accept it. It would figure out a way to get out.
It's not just the will. It's also intelligence.
Well, Norma, I will say, like, my family friends who gave me my apartment in New York, it wasn't Hell's Kitchen, and it was $6,000 a month for one bedroom.
When somebody said between 4 and 6, I was gonna, yeah.
Are you familiar? Are you aware, Norm, that prior to World War II, some of the highest intelligence was recorded in Germany?
What relevance does that have to this conversation?
Well, what do you think led to the destruction of Germany?
The Nazis.
Why did their will not triumph?
Hitler literally led to the destruction of Germany.
Yeah, I think the outcome of World War
Wait,
I.
hold on. You say it's a decent country, right? Because they elected him, as you said. Democracy.
I never said that they elected him. Nobody
well,
ever said
but they
that
did elect him. He was.
They didn't. No, they didn't elect him. They elected a party, and he wasn't the leader. And then he deposed the leader of the party. So they didn't elect him. Okay, let's be accurate. Let's not bullshit each other.
Here we go.
Huh?
Okay.
I mean, you know what's amazing? I don't know if you're young or you're dishonest, but don't just try to slide lies past people because you're gonna be found out.
Okay. Here we go.
I mean, I just found you out. I'm not even sure who I'm talking to, by the way. So I don't know if that was Diego or some other name.
That was Diego.
It was Princessia.
All right. No, because I could tell it wasn't a woman.
So Diego is basically he's trying to trap you, Norm, to get you to agree that Hitler was a cool guy. That's basically what he's trying.
No, I just wanted him to acknowledge that Germans were very intelligent, as recorded by history.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. What does that
Well,
do with anything?
I'm just wondering, what do you attribute to the loss of the most intelligent country in Europe?
Same thing that I attribute to the loss of the Palestinians. Bad decisions. Okay.
I would say the common denominator is Jews.
Bad decisions.
Well, hold on. The Jews didn't kill themselves in the Holocaust.
Why?
Somebody killed them.
Why did the Russians lose 20 million?
The Holocaust was basically
Jews?
a bunch of basically the Holocaust was a bunch of Jews committing suicide. That's all that.
Yeah, I mean,
Whoa, that's a hot take.
Nora, despite your obvious, let's just say, limitations, nevertheless, saying stupid shit doesn't win you any points. And you can if you have Holocaust envy, you're not gonna get anywhere trying to be a Jew.
Only the Jews that died committed suicide. That's all that happened.
I understand that you're fascinated by Jews and the Holocaust, but since you don't know anything about it, your statements are meaningless. They're stupid. You don't know anything about it. You have no knowledge. You have no experience.
You committed suicide.
I beg your pardon?
Whoa.
The Jews that died committed suicide.
Well, why is that?
I think she's saying
It's when you pick a fight. When you pick a fight with a stronger party.
Princessa, wait, were the Jews armed?
Oh, they committed suicide.
Were they armed?
They threw potatoes.
Okay. I mean, you know what? Listen, the union between a Palestinian terrorist and a Nazi is not surprising to me. And I'm talking to the people in this room.
The fact that I'm a terrorist to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I resent Nazi ideology.
I mean, you're on
if you strap a bomb to yourself, then you're a terrorist.
Did I try to kill somebody? Did I terrorize somebody?
No,
not that we know about.
Terrorize them. You didn't try to kill them.
No, he terrorized me with his camera.
You're terrorizing Norm right now.
Okay.
Norm.
No. Okay, Princessa, the fact that you still don't know what you did is exactly why the Palestinians are in the state that they're in right now.
He provoked me.
Sure, and that's why you have no state, and that's why Gaza is destroyed because of your ridiculous lack of understanding.
Yeah, it's like the Israelis provoked me, so let's do October 7th exactly.
Some random Jew put a camera in my face and provoked me, and I said whatever I wanted to say.
Okay, and you paid the consequence. I hope it was worth it.
See, Norm, you and I agree. It was not a random Jew. He was sent.
If words are terrorism, then okay, I guess you don't belong in America.
Nobody ever said words are terrorism. Kicking somebody you don't know in
I
public
didn't kick him.
is, well, apparently, on camera you did. Maybe in your mind you did.
I literally did not kick him.
On camera you did.
No, I did not.
Yes,
I
on
did.
camera you did. It wasn't
I
very
didn't.
smart.
No, I didn't.
Well,
That's why
well,
I didn't get
listen,
any assault
That,
charges.
that wasn't
And
very. That
I
wasn't
You're not
very
getting any
nice.
assault charges because you're Looney Tunes.
No, I swiped. No, I
Yes.
swiped at his phone. That's
Yes.
the only contact I made with him.
Swiping at his phone is
That's not your
assault.
property. You can't do that.
No,
It
Yeah.
doesn't have to do with the
it's not
property.
assault.
It has to do. Yes, it is. Yes,
No,
it
it
is.
is
Even
assault.
That is
battery
assault. Yes, it is assault.
It's not
Of course
assault.
it is.
It is
The
assault.
fact that
It's
you
just
don't-
a battery.
It's not
the
assault.
fact that you don't know what words mean is a problem.
It's an
Then why
imminent
didn't they
threat
charge
of
me?
bodily harm.
Why didn't they charge me with assault?
Because they were
they
being
charged me.
kind to
No,
a crazy person.
No,
Yes.
no, they
Yes.
charged me. They
Yes.
charged me.
Why
and
did
they
they
didn't charge
send
me with
you
assault.
to Bellevue? Because you acted like a crazy person.
So am I a terrorist or am I a crazy person?
Yes.
Which one is it?
You want to know the you want to know the problem?
You could be a terrorist. We don't know yet.
You want to know the problem? The problem is
The problem is
you
Jews
are
like
you are
The
not
problem is not
different
Jews. The problem
from
is
the
not-
other Palestinians. You have much in
problem-
common with them.
Y-
You have
the
a lot.
problem. Yeah, we get.
Yeah, but with
You're
all
crazy.
due respect, Brazil, you can't keep blaming the Jews for everything.
Like literally, look what you all are doing in this room. If you think I'm a crazy person, why are you antagonizing me? Like, why would you antagonize a crazy person? Like, leave
Because
me
you're just
alone.
on the internet.
Same thing. If you think I'm crazy, I'm irrational. So why would you antagonize me on the internet? It's irrelevant. It's not like, oh, she's a rational person. This is the internet. This is an interaction. It doesn't know if I'm crazy and he's antagonizing me. Obviously, if he really thinks that, then there would be consequences.
You need to bring him back up, Luna. And David.
I don't want to. I'm not going to engage with them. They're disgusting.
Luna. Come on. Bring him up. I can bring David up. Oh no, I can't bring either one of them up.
Praise Jesus.
Can we have some mod, Simon? Simon, bring him up.
No, definitely don't mod me.
You're modded.
No,
I can't bring him up.
I can't see.
Oh, I know what I can do. Not needed. Okay, you don't have to wave your hand.
Bingo.
Oh Jesus! I just modded. No, this is why.
I don't have to be
Simon!
The moment you did that, I tried to bring more up, and instead the setting went away, and it just gave me it just put mod instead.
Son of a bitch.
Oh god.
He's back. You can come up, Norm. I don't think you have to. Nora. Bandura.
Yes. The truth will piss you off, but it'll set you free.
I'm not pissed off by the truth because you're not
you
saying
just said
the
I was
truth.
disgusting. That's an expression of anger.
I find no, you're speaking with
the
anger.
truth, though. No, he's not speaking with anger. He's speaking with fact.
Yeah, he's been speaking with so much anger, so much like.
Yeah, you know why I'm angry?
Process.
I'm angry that you guys are dying needlessly. That's why I'm angry.
Whatever.
I'm angry that you're dying out of stupidity.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
know,
tragic
that's why-
waste of life.
That's
It's
why,
a
like,
it's a tragic waste of life what you guys are doing. That's
that's
why
why,
I'm
like, when Trump speaks about the issue in Gaza, I mean, he always says, like, you know, it's needless life is being lost for no reason whatsoever, and the person that is able, or the people that are able to decide to stop the killing are the people in Gaza. They're the Hamas. It isn't Israel that's deciding to kill people. It's Hamas. They're the ones that need to stop.
Israel
If they stopped,
on
everyone
October
would be
6th.
fine. Sorry, go ahead.
You would have hospitals, schools, business. We teach you how to desalinate water. You would prosper. Your land would flow with milk and honey if you were willing to be peaceful, if you were willing to be trustworthy. And you, by the way, you've been starting these wars and losing these wars for a long time. And your answer is Shaheed.
I want to die. Not a good answer. I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
I recommend peace.
It's a bad answer. Yeah, peace.
I recommend peace. I urge peace because this isn't going in a different direction.
So where does that leave us?
I mean, you made Israel much more powerful. You had us use technology we hadn't used before. You had us attack countries much bigger than us, like Iran. This whole thing was engineered by Iran. You were the tools of Iran. Iran sent you to your death. They trained you, they armed you, and they sent you to die. That's what happened. We know this, and you know it. I've even heard Mikhail say that Iran sent you to die.
That's right.
When are you muted?
I have two options: stay muted or just leave the room because I'm not engaging.
We don't have to engage. We can talk about something pleasant now. There's no point in stating the obvious.
I really don't want to say what I want to say, so I'm just gonna, because I don't want to lower myself to a Jew.
Good. You're exhibiting uncharacteristic restraint, and I urge you to continue to show this restraint. You will have a good life if you show discipline, restraint, common sense. If you know that 2 and 2 equals 4, it doesn't equal jihad.
And may you get
You'll have
all
a
that
good
you
life.
deserve, Norm. May you get everything that you deserve. May you get everything that you deserve. May you get everything that you deserve. All the bile that you deserve.
God willing, Norm will be fine.
May you get all the vile. May you get all the vile you deserve.
I get the vile and I get the good because God is in control. God is supreme. Baruch Hashem. I submit to His will. So we're on the same page when it comes to God.
Okay, let's talk about something positive now. Norm, so I went to Rockefeller Center to see the tree.
Yeah.
And I'm not impressed by the tree this year. I didn't like the tree.
Well, it should be the last year we have a tree. Once Mamdani's in office, there'll be no more trees.
That's right. Like, yeah. Now we're gonna put a. Wait, what do the Muslims? What do they put?
I don't think they do. But I wanted to say one more thing. Nora, you guys are getting what you deserve, and that's the tragedy. I'll leave it at that.
Wait, so Norm, what do Muslims do for Christmas? Do they celebrate anything?
You know, their main holiday is Ramadan and Eid, but Muslims are not. Now, in Iran, I can't speak to what the crazy mullahs do. I'm not in the loop on that one. But I can tell you that the Iranian people hate them. They hate the mullahs.
Because I know, like, obviously there's a tree, right, in the Rockefeller Center, and they have the big menorah in Columbus Circle. But I don't know what the Muslims do.
They don't do anything. It's not their holiday.
I guess not, yeah.
And that's their choice.
Diego, have you ever been to the big menorah in Columbus Circle?
Biggest menorah in the world. Biggest menorah in the world, right? That's what makes it famous. World biggest menorah. Bringing light unto the nations.
That's
bringing
right.
God's light down from the heavens.
That's right.
Bringing the light of creation down from the heavens. Am I right?
I don't know.
Diego, how far is your apartment from the menorah?
Walking distance.
You flex. So you live off Central Park? Look at this guy.
What? I mean, yeah, I live within walking distance of Central Park. Yes.
Flex.
That's a big flex, bro.
That's definitely a flex.
Well,
What are you doing? What are you doing for Hanukkah?
I mean,
Diego?
Simon, the closest I can get to Central Park was about 15 blocks.
I'd love to see my
Anything closer would be way more expensive.
I didn't hear you. What are you doing for Hanukkah, Diego?
I said in an ideal world, I would see my ex-girlfriend Hannah.
Okay. I don't know who that is. I can't help you with that.
She celebrates it.
Okay. She likes the menorah? Put on your yarmulke, guys. It's time for Hanukkah. Get out your marijuana and smoke and drink your gin and tonica. Put on your yarmulke. It's time for Hanukkah. Drink your gin and tonica.
That was
And
with
smoke your marijuana.
what's his name? Adam Sandler, right?
That's right. That's right.
The Sandman himself.
Wait, so like I was okay. So like I said, Diego, like I lived on 42nd and 10th, right? Which is like a good like 15 blocks from Central Park. I actually had a view of Central Park from my apartment, but it was like a very
42nd? Jesus.
Yeah, 42nd is right next to the Chinese embassy. But
My auntie lives on 57th and
I could any closer it would be so much more money. Like I can tell everyone, by the way, it's I paid about $6,500 a month for that apartment. It is one
you got
bedroom.
robbed. You were living on 42nd. You got robbed.
Yeah, but it's on the 56. It's on the it was one of the penthouses basically. But,
flex.
Well, they said penthouse, but it's only one bedroom, so it's really not quote unquote penthouse.
My friends are living in Hudson Yards right now.
Hudson Yards is nice. Yeah.
It's really luxurious.
Yeah, for sure.
The amenities are off the hook. And by the way, it's mostly Chinese people, it seems like, live there.
Oh, that's great. So you have to smell cooking fried rice all day?
Yeah, I had two neighbors, Norm.
They also eat pangolin.
Norm, I had two neighbors in my apartment, and they were both Chinese.
In your apartment or in your apartment building?
No, in the building. Like, I was penthouse number 4 or whatever. Number 3 and number 2 were both Chinese.
Are we flexing now? Are we flexing? You want to know who my next door neighbor is?
Are there
if you
I
wish.
had some. Okay, so Diego, I can flex for this really quick. I had some Knicks players that were in my building.
There we go.
I lived in the Sky Building, which is, if anybody knows New York, it's like it's the only apartment building that I know of that has like a full basketball court inside.
Do you know who Charlie Munger is? Charlie Munger's kids lived in my building.
Charlie Munger.
Yeah, Charlie Munger is the man that Warren Buffett calls the smartest man I ever met. It was his partner in what do you call it? Berkshire Capital.
I feel like I can imagine your apartment. Hey, speaking of apartments, I was telling Nuda today that my ex-girlfriend, she lived on the building in Houston that is run by the Buddhist monks with the tower with the statue of Lenin on top.
The Stalin at the top, right?
They're
Yeah. Lenin.
communist monks.
Yeah. I mean, bro. Tell me about it. And why are they working there? Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. She was Jewish, of course, and I'm just saying, like, why can you guys have your Lenin statue? Why can't Nick Fuentes put a giant statue of Hitler with the cape? You know, the one where he's walking down the stairs and it looks like cool Darth Vader. Do you know what I mean?
No, I have no idea what you mean. That's nutty what you're saying. I have no concept.
I'm saying, like, if we're gonna be putting like people who killed millions of people up on like in statues, like, let the boy have what he wants. Let's just be fair about it.
Wait, Norm, can you vouch for? Is there an apartment building in Chinatown that has a big statue of Lenin in the top of it.
No,
Is
it's
that
on
a thing?
Houston. It's on Houston.
Some Houston Street, yeah.
But is that really a thing?
Oh, 100%.
Well,
100%.
why is that a thing?
What do you mean? I don't know.
Because the Jews get to worship the mass murderers that they want. But apparently Nick Fuentes can't.
That has nothing to do with Jews.
No, dude, that
It
building
has
was
nothing-
full of. It was full.
They're not.
Isn't that a Chinatown though? Like, isn't it the Chinese that are?
You're not as dumb as Mr. Anderson, are you? Or are you? I thought you were fairly intelligent. You're not as
I'm
dumb
not
as
like
Mr.
Tim
Anderson.
Anderson. I'm different.
And his girlfriend.
Wait, so hold on, Diego. You were gonna tell us like who is your neighbor in your apartment in New York? Who is-
Well, he has the apartment that I was thinking about getting. But then I
Alec Baldwin? Who is it?
No, Michael Shea.
The black guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The black guy.
Yeah.
That's what you got?
Michael Shea. He's on Saturday Night Live. It's fine.
I know very well. That's what you got? He's a black guy?
No, that's
No,
what
I said
David
that.
said.
I said that.
Well, I'm not
But he is a
talking
black
to
guy.
either one of- Oh, okay.
He is in fact black. I did notice that. He's
Okay.
also extremely quiet, almost to the level of disrespect.
Well,
I mean, you see,
no,
you,
Diego-
you take the elevator every
Diego,
fucking day.
not-
You know.
Diego, not to flex, but I think my neighbors were better than your neighbors. I had Knicks players. I had I'm not gonna say there was somebody who was famous, but I can't say.
Why not?
Because I had dinner with him and his wife, and he said like he doesn't want. It doesn't matter.
He doesn't want Nazis to know where he lives.
Yeah.
Or terrorists. He said that. He said, no Nazis or terrorists, please. And no offense.
That's a pretty fair ask. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not a threat.
I mean, I had Knicks players. I mean, that's pretty open. And I had some Chinese people that were next to me. I invited, like, when I was doing Christmas with my girlfriend at the time, and I invited my Asian friends who were next to the next pet house next to me, and they came over. They were very quiet, though. It was very awkward. It's almost like there were spies or something like that. It was very strange.
Well, they do
So
have a lot
Norm,
of spies
like,
here. Yeah.
so Norm, no, Diego
Yeah.
has an apartment next to Central Park. How much
Yeah.
per month do you think it is?
It's not next to Central Park, but it's walking distance.
How many bedrooms?
And he has a famous
2.
person in his building. 2 bedrooms. Wow.
2? Oh, I would say if he's getting a good deal, 65.
What?
Not a bad guess. Not a bad guess.
I know,
Wait,
I
now
know
hold on.
about
I
that.
have a 1 bedroom. I pay 65.
Well,
Yeah,
got
but
better
you
place.
got ripped off. You're on 42nd Street. Makes no sense.
Okay, yo, I need to up my money game. What the fuck?
What do you think it costs to live in America? You thought you were just gonna move in here and like it was gonna be all like fun and games? Happy-go-lucky Simon? Maybe if you moved to Texarkana.
Bro, my budget is like $3,000 a month on like
Okay.
on like that,
Try-
bro. Like,
But you can live in like Nebraska.
Sounds like you live in a socialist country or something. You have no concept of what things cost.
bro, I live in a villa in the south of France. That's like over a million euros. Like,
Try Cleveland. Do you like Cleveland?
no, I'm going to Texas.
Texas is okay.
El Paso, next to Juarez, that's where he's going.
Yeah,
That
right.
kind of- You can't afford to live in Austin or Houston. Even San Antonio is going to be too expensive for you.
You know, the outskirts of Boston is actually not that expensive. So.
I'm gonna be buying a house, so like I'll put down 25%, and then just
yeah, your boy's buying a house, bro.
Yeah. Well, did it ever occur to you to put that down payment into Bitcoin and rent? No, that's too much. You don't want to be rich. You just want to be. It's gonna be okay. It's on your $3,000 a month.
So Norma, I think I told this story, right? So like it was during COVID, right? So my family friends, they left New York because of COVID, and they went to their place in the Hamptons, and they had their apartment.
That's what everybody. That's what I did, by the way.
Yeah, they gave their apartment to me, or they gave it to my family, and my parents were like, "Do you want it?" I was like, "Okay, I'll take it." So I lived there for a few months, and I paid it, but the rental bill was $6,500 a month for a 1-bedroom.
And then did you give it back to them when you were done with it?
Oh yeah, of course. I lived there for like about 8 months, 6 to 8 months, and then
sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was good. Well, I mean, it wasn't a good time only because like everything was closed down in New York at the time. But
it was historic.
But I remember going to. There were some of these Okay, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it. There were some of these underground clubs, right?
Yeah.
And in the Lower East Side, where you were not supposed to be, getting together, but. I have friends who live in this city, and they're like, we're doing this underground club. And, during COVID, because we were supposed nobody's supposed to be, around. Nobody's supposed to be clubbing. But we did it anyway. There was a couple of basement clubs that I went to over the...
I know those places. I went to those places as well.
Yeah, and there was actually... It's funny, like, the best time I had was, like, I won't say the hotel, but there was a hotel that, we had some friends that rented a ballroom, and we just partied in that ballroom during COVID, which, again, you weren't supposed to have people together, but the hotel was okay with it. And, my friend threw a party at one of those ballrooms.
Big flex.
I had some nice times during COVID. But I also have kids. So I had responsibilities.
Simon doesn't know what that is. He lives in France.
What the hell?
Simon has kids, doesn't he?
I have a stepdaughter.
Simon has a kid. Yeah. Leave Simon alone, Diego.
And clients.
My wife and my wife's daughter.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Notice there's no relation.
Be nice. Come on, Diego. Be nice.
I'm just applying objectivist concepts.
I don't think he is.
Oh my god. The rationalist.
Rationalist.
Raspberries.
You know what I realized?
Raspberries.
You know what? I put my phone on airplane mode when I'm in the house on Wi-Fi, and it really saves my battery. It's just much more convenient. You do that all the time.
Which phone do you have?
iPhone, 13 or something? Or I don't even
13,
remember.
that's old.
What, it's up to 16, right?
No, so it's a 17.
Muda actually boiled and put one out of its misery. That was about that age.
I'm planning to get it, but I have the latest operating system. And when I have a minute, I do plan to get the new one. I have the forever new one.
Simon, do you have an iPhone or do you have an Android?
Come on, bro.
He's totally Android, bro.
I could definitely picture him having an Android.
I have a 15-inch Android tablet.
Flex.
Like, I'm in Android.
Of course.
Well, if you want to waste your money, like, yeah, fine, go buy your shit Apple products.
Oh,
I like Simon's amazing.
Apple
I like
products
Simon.
cost double the price, and they have less features. Like the only thing that you guys get to gloat about is, bro, my text box is blue. But
Yeah, you
yours
got
is
the
green.
blue
Like,
bubbles.
that's the only thing I fucking yeah.
well,
Yeah,
not
you
as
guys-
a
Well,
lot
also
of
we
things
have
is-
better processing power, and we also
No,
have
you don't.
we
No,
have
you don't.
we have more battery
No,
life.
Oh, you have more battery life.
the Tizen is faster than the newest A processor. So
He's
Are
trying.
you an Android person?
no, I'm an Apple person only because I have no choice. But I would definitely buy an Android for sure. But I have no choice.
God. It just seems so dull to me.
No, the Androids, they have the best phones. They're amazing.
Oh
They are
boy,
amazing.
I don't know, man.
They're
And
objectively the
you know,
better phone.
for work, I have to have for work I have to have an Apple phone. I don't want an Apple phone, but I have to have an Apple phone.
I mean, for Simon, you have to work on Apple too, don't you? Or no?
No, I don't have to.
Don't you work on Apple?
No, I built my entire PC. I built everything.
And do you work well with the rest of the creative world that's on Apple? Does that work okay for you, or is it
Yeah, absolutely.
a problem?
Yeah, he gets him his 3,000 a month. Yeah.
Whoa, that's just my rent.
Wait, that's nothing. 3,000 is nothing for rent.
Oh, relax. That's just how much I wanna just use it for rent. I'd say that's how much I make a month. Like, boy, relax.
Yeah, I remember when I was talking to some of my friends. So I went to school in Philadelphia, right? And I talked to some of my Philadelphian friends.
Born and raised.
No, I was born and raised in New Jersey. But anyway,
I thought you were born and raised in Peru.
no.
Doxed.
But yeah, when I talked to my friends who live in the suburbs, by the way, the suburbs of Philadelphia, they're very rich towns, right? The main line is, well, yeah, a lot of money out there. But anyway, so when I told them how much I paid in rent when I lived in New York City, they laughed at me. They said it was crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, but that's I forget what Diego said, but spend $6,000 a month for one bedroom is not crazy. I forget what Diego said he spends, but it's not crazy.
Don't dox me.
Docs.
Everything is docs now.
I mean, it pretty much is.
Wait, Norm, how much do you spend in your apartment?
All I would say is that I spend too much.
But he is rent controlled, so.
Wait, how many bedrooms?
I am not rent controlled.
Wait, you bought your place?
Rent control is very
Flex.
rare in New York.
Wait, so you bought? Can you tell us how many bedrooms?
2 bedrooms.
2 bedrooms, and you bought it, so you have a condo or something, right?
I'm not
Is
revealing.
it a townhouse, or are you in a high rise?
He lives in the projects, bro, obviously.
Yes, I live in the project. I'm a man of the people.
He lives in a Jewish
Okay,
ghetto.
fair enough.
I'm a working class hero.
Okay, but what the fuck, actually? I have a 5-bedroom house. I don't know how you guys do it with 1.5 bedrooms. That's just crazy.
Wait, hold on, Simon. You have a 5-bedroom house,
Yeah.
and it's only 3 of you.
Yeah, well, because one of one of them is my office, the other one is my girlfriend's
His
office,
bedroom?
and then,
Flex.
and then the other one is the guest bedroom.
The guest bedroom,
daughter,
is
the daughter
that
sleeps with
where I,
them in the same room.
Simon, is the guest room? Is that where I go when I come to?
Yes. Yes.
Let's go.
My girlfriend has a friend coming over on Thursday. She's gonna.
Let's fucking go! Party!
Oh my god. Yo, it's 2 a.m. What the fuck is happening?
I live in the south of France, but I never see the sunlight because I'm sleeping.
Simon, do you have a tree for Christmas? I don't know.
Yeah, we actually just bought a tree like
Oh,
a few days
nice.
ago.
That's nice.
My girlfriend made me stuff. I was gonna decorate it with my girlfriend.
Can you ask Norm, David, why the Jews insisted to take Christ out of Christmas?
Who insisted that? What Jew? Tell me the Jew.
I thought Trump said he's
Irving Berlin?
I thought Trump said he's
Irving
bringing
Berlin.
Christ back.
Irving Berlin insisted on taking the Christ out of Christmas. When did he say that?
When he wrote White Christmas.
Wait, no. So in White Christmas it said take the Christ out of Christmas?
That's
We
right.
made that up.
No,
Okay,
that's
quote me the line where Irving Berlin says.
Hold on.
Christ out of Christmas.
all right. He's
I
asking your fact
am
check.
for having this much patience to speak to retards like this.
Okay. But tell us the line in the song White Christmas where Irving Berlin says take the Christ out of Christmas.
Well, that wouldn't be subversion, Norm. You know how that works.
Just tell us the line. Never mind me telling me how it works. What's the line where he says that? If he says it. Or if you're lying, just say I lied.
I'm not lying.
You're not.
You might not see it.
So what? No. Well, I'll see it if you show me. Show me the line in which Irving Berlin insists on taking the Christ out of Christmas. If you're telling the truth, or if you're lying, then just say I lied.
It's a perspective.
No, it's not a perspective. It's black and white. Either he said it or he didn't.
Okay.
Okay. Did he say it?
No,
Huh?
he didn't.
He didn't.
Philip
didn't.
Roth said it.
Okay.
Philip Roth. Big
Philip Roth
Jew.
said what?
Big Jew. Huge Jew.
Philip Roth said what?
Okay, hold on. I actually have the book like right here in my bookshelf.
What book is that? What book do you have?
The book is called. Hang on, because I haven't touched it in a few months.
Yes.
But
Yes.
here it is. It's called Operation Shylock: A Confession.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Wait, that's like that movie.
So
The movie with
in a work of fiction makes a statement which you are now attributing to the Jews.
Just entertain us for a second, please.
I'm entertaining you. Am I right so far? A character in a work of fiction says something which you are now attributing to the Jews. Is that accurate? What I just said?
Hang on.
Is Operation Shylock a work of fiction?
Well,
Yes.
no, not exactly. Dude.
Yeah,
It talks about the
exactly.
Greater Israel Project.
Hang on. Operation Shylock is a novel, a work of fiction. Do you know the difference between fiction and...
It's not that
So it's
straightforward.
a
It's not that
concept.
simple.
It's simple and straightforward.
Diego, do you know that movie
What does that
with Diego? That movie with John Travolta, where he is a Shylock. What is that movie called?
Look, here's what he says in the preface. For legal reasons, I have had to alter a number of facts in this book. Shall I continue?
Yes.
There are minor changes that
shall
mainly
you
involve
continue?
details of identification and locale.
Yes. It is a work of...
Dude, I'm
Fiction.
telling you,
It is
man.
I'm telling you, man, it's a novel, right? So
Okay.
a character in a work of fiction says something which you were attributing to, I quote you, the Jews.
Wow!
So
Wow! Why you guys by the jobs?
So having shown to be a liar when it comes to Irving Berlin, we are now showing you to be a liar when it comes to Philip Roth. Is there more? Are there more Jews who insist on, in your words, taking Christ out of Christmas?
Here we go.
Any others? Examples? Okay. Here we go.
I think it was during the Obama administration when they started taking Christ out of Christmas.
Was Obama a Jew?
Is he? What was Obama? I don't know what he was. Was he?
My name is Barack Hussein Obama.
He was a
Definitely
Christian. I think
Muslim.
he was a Christian. I think he was a Christian.
He was Kenyan, right? But I don't know what his religion was.
He was a Muslim.
No.
Well,
Allegedly.
I think he was a Christian.
I don't know about that. I think there was a debate on whether or not he was Christian or Muslim. I don't know.
No, he said he was a Christian.
Well, he said he was, but
So now he's a liar? So you're calling somebody a liar with no
I mean, he lied on a lot of things. I mean,
Are you calling
very false witness. Very false witness.
I apologize. Okay, Simon, I apologize.
unwarranted? It's beneath you.
Well, you may have to do tshuva.
Sweet Jesus.
So is it fair to say that you were not telling the truth, Diego, when you said the Jews insist on taking the Christ out of Christmas?
I'm telling you, man. I'm looking for the passage here. Hold on a second.
Well, I remember. Okay, so Norm, in all fairness, I remember when Trump was running for president against Hillary Clinton, he said we're gonna put the Christ back in Christmas, and he had all this Christmas trees and he had all this stuff. Because I think during the Obama years, yes, they were taking Christmas out of it. I think.
Do you think I have any objection to putting Christ in Christmas? It's in the name already. How can you take it out of Christmas? It's
By writing it with an X.
I don't think Jewish people were doing that. I think Obama was doing it, but it wasn't anti-Semitic or anything like that.
So the Muslims are taking Christ out of Christmas? Should we complain
But
about
that was a political thing. That wasn't really a Jewish thing. So I Diego, with all due respect, I think you're
right. Wait, you mean it wasn't a Muslim thing? Obama wasn't a Jew; he's a Muslim.
Well, allegedly.
According to you.
No, I didn't say that. I said it allegedly.
Oh, was it Diego who called him a Muslim?
No, I said he was Muslim.
Huh?
I mean, there's no evidence that he's not a Muslim.
Well, there's no evidence of anything not being something.
I have a
Exactly.
What did you say?
On me.
I have a photograph of him wearing a yarmulke.
Okay, well, what does that mean?
There's a lot of Christian politicians wearing.
I have a photo of Obama wearing,
The Pope wears a yarmulke. Is he also a Jew? A lot of black folks, by the way, on this app think Catholics are Jews. I'm not kidding. They say that. They think that the Catholic Church is a Jewish thing. I think they're wrong.
I mean,
That's base.
I will say, Norm, you want to hear something interesting?
Yeah.
So my parents, they went to the Vatican and they met the Pope, right? And then they have friends who are high up in the Roman Catholic Church, so they were able to get all these back channel things or whatever. And I asked my parents, I was like, I might be going to Rome. Can I get the same treatment? And they said no, which is not nice.
Not nice.
Is it because you're a Jew lover that they said no?
No, because they're very select. I don't know. I didn't want to press it, but yeah, my parents they had to sit down with the Pope and with some of the cardinals in the Vatican.
David, I just have one question, bro. Who the fuck are you?
You also believe he has 2 PhDs, Simon?
I mean, I do have 2 PhDs.
Obviously, David has 2 PhDs. He's a fucking savant with a 145 IQ.
146. 146.
You have 2 turntables and a microphone?
Like,
No,
but
we don't.
yeah, bro, Simon, what should I think of my parents who did all this stuff with the Pope? You know, I wasn't there. They were, you know, they did all that. And when I asked them, they said no. Like, that's so not nice.
I mean, it is what it is.
You know, I've been to Catholic services, and they include Hebrew in the services sometimes. I've noticed. I found that illuminating.
I think this is the chapter. It's called Chapter 4, Jewish Mischief. Hang on.
Okay. All right. Why don't you let us know what the book is about, firstly?
I told you it's about like the Greater Israel Project.
Wait,
No,
And
you
like
didn't tell
moving
us that.
these
You
Jews
explained.
across.
what is Jewish mischief?
Apparently, you cannot be trusted, Simon, but I shouldn't be surprised. So let's look at ChatGPT and what
Wait, why can't I be trusted?
Whoa, I trust Simon.
It's about the Jews moving back to
Operation.
Poland.
Hang on. Let's see. What is Operation Shylock about? Let's ask ChatGPT because I forget.
Wait, why
Hold
can't
on,
I be
let me
trusted?
You know you've read this.
You lied about a bunch of stuff. Philip Roth, Operation Shylock.
Why
Okay.
can't I lie about anything?
Okay. Well, you said that the Jews tried to take Christ out of Christmas. Then you gave the Irving Berlin as an example. Diego said it, not Simon. Diego.
Oh, no, because you said Simon, you can't be trusted.
Yeah, no,
Can't be trusted, Simon.
No, you can
Diego.
trust Simon. You can trust Simon.
So listen to this.
I vouch for Simon. I vouch for Simon.
I love Simon, and I trust him. And I talked to Diego. I'm sorry if I said Simon. I misspoke. Operation Shylock is a metafictional novel. Metafictional novel by Philip
That's
Roth.
a good way of saying it's true, but I changed the names and events.
No, that's not what that means. By Philip Roth, it blurs the lines between fact and fiction, featuring the character named Philip Roth who encounters an impersonator in Israel, provoking a reverse exodus of European Jews.
That's what I
Simon,
said.
would you mind? No, it's not. You said it was about the Greater Israel. That's the opposite of what you said.
I said it's about the Jews going back to Poland.
No, you said it was about the Greater Israel Project, and you said it twice. Then you said about Jews going back to Poland, possibly after you looked it up.
If you want Jews to live in Poland and Ukraine again, you're going to have a war to wipe out the local population, obviously. Oh, wait, that's exactly what they're doing right now.
Wait, there's a war in Poland to bring Jews back?
There's a war to wipe out the local population so that Jews can live there in peace.
Who is waging that war? Where is there a war in
You've
Poland?
got to read this book. It's all in there.
You mean the metafiction book?
The metafiction book, that's right.
It's from 1993.
From 1993, dude. They've been fighting this for a long time.
The metafictional novel? So I ask you again. When did the Jews try to take Christ out of Christmas, if you know? And if you don't know, say, I'm sorry, I really don't know what I'm talking about. I just
I'm
made that
looking
shit
for
up.
the fucking passage. Hold on.
So if you find a passage in a work of fiction, does that mean Jews are trying to take Christ out of Christmas?
A work of metafiction.
Yes, a metafictional novel, to be precise. Accent on the word novel.
Meta.
Okay.
Hey, novel.
Huh?
Novel.
That's right. That's right.
The novel.
I mean, you know, I'm just saying, like, for me, like, the only person that tried to take Christ out of Christmas was Obama, and
I heard myself next praising the greatest diasporist of all, the father of the new diasporist movement, Irving Berlin.
Right.
People ask where I got the idea. This is him quoting Irving Berlin. People ask where I got the idea. Well, I got it by listening to the radio. The radio was playing Easter Parade.
Wait. What idea? Ask me where I got what idea.
The idea for the song.
Okay, but how does that take Christ out of Christmas? And I was going.
Hold on. Let me finish the passage here.
How are you going to get to the part
The
where
radio
you
was
want to-
playing Easter Parade, and I thought, but this is Jewish genius and on a par with the Ten Commandments. God gave Moses the Ten Commandments, and then he gave it to Irving Berlin. Easter Parade and White Christmas. The two holidays that celebrate the divinity of Christ. The divinity that's the very heart of the Jewish rejection of Christianity. And what does
Right.
Irving Berlin brilliantly do? He de-Christs them both. Easter
Right.
he turns into a fashion show, and Christmas into
Right.
a holiday about snow.
Right.
Gone
And
is the
what-
gore and the murder of
Right.
Christ.
So
Down with the
character-
crucifix and up with the bonnet.
So the
He turns
fictional
their
character-
religion into schlock. But
So
nicely.
Is that where you get your facts from? Is from fiction?
So nicely, the Goyim don't even know what hit them. They love it. Everybody loves it. The Jews especially.
Right.
Jews loathe Jesus. People always
Right.
tell me Jesus is Jewish. I never believe them.
Right.
It's
Right.
like when people used to tell me about Cary Grant was Jewish. Bullshit.
Jesus was a
So-
Jew. That's true.
So is it fair to say that everything you say is based on fiction, Diego?
My friends in this room may accuse me of that. It's possible.
Okay.
Yehuda?
But I'm asking you.
I don't hear the question, Diego. What did he ask you?
Is everything you say based on fiction, Diego?
I'm accused of another movie reference by Diego.
No. I'm saying you. The things that you say, are they all based on fiction like that? Fiction and lies?
Largely. Well, truth is
Yeah.
stranger than fiction. You know what I mean? Fiction
Yeah,
is a
but that's not
distillation.
an
That's right. That's a movie. Is truth is straight that fiction.
So is that a yes? Is that a yes?
I have
Everything
a
you
very
say is based on
narrative
fiction?
mind. I would say it's a 90% yes.
So 90% of the stuff you say is fictional. Okay,
Well,
I buy that.
like fictional.
Fictional.
I love these passages. We might get a little fat. We may remain firm. But you know what a Jew is? A Jew is an Arab who was born in Poland.
Right.
It's a
Who says
passage
that?
from He's
Right,
saying
so he's obviously a villain, right? Speaking nonsense in a fictional novel, right?
come on, man.
Or are you suggesting? Yeah, let's come on. So, are you suggesting that somebody in the real world said that? If so, who? Or are you
I don't
conceding?
know. He said at the beginning that he changed the names to protect them.
So, okay, of everybody, who's that character based on?
Even I don't know.
If you know, so you don't know because it's not based on anybody.
Dude,
Why don't you look
can
it
we
up?
read this book together? Can we read it together?
No. Well, first let's decide whether it's a work of fact or a work of fiction. This character, who's it based on? Why don't you ask AI? Let's see what AI says.
You said it was Philip Roth, but it's not the real Philip Roth. His name just happens to be Philip Roth.
No, I didn't say that character was based on Philip Roth. I said the main character is based on Philip Roth. So who says those words?
The main character is Pipik.
Okay.
Moisha Pipik.
Okay. So is that the person who's speaking when you made those quotes?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just flipping through the book.
So you never read this book?
I
So
did
you're
read
now
this book.
You did or you didn't?
I did read this book, but you have to understand how to read Philip Roth. It's not really about the story. It's more about
Right.
like his
So
little.
But you didn't know what it was about. You said it was about the greater.
It's
you
just
said it
been a
was
while.
about the greater. You said it was about the Greater Israel Project, or was that a lie?
No, I think that's a relation that I drew in my mind.
So it's a lie.
No, it's
It
not a
doesn't
lie if you believe it.
It doesn't exist in reality.
I think that's a Jewish. I think that's a quote from Chase and Alexander.
So it doesn't exist in reality, but it exists in your mind. Like the book
Wait a
is
second.
not about it. What's that?
A lot of things that you can't observe with your five senses are real, and so what? I mean, you would call it doesn't exist in reality?
Well, here's what I would say. You said the book was about the Greater Israel Project, but it is not. That's a fact. It is not.
I think it's a fair way of interpreting that. I mean, it is art after all, right? There's no right or wrong answer.
It's art, and
Yes, there
the
is.
right answer is that it's about Jews returning to the diaspora, which is the opposite of the Great Israel Project. So you literally perverted the truth with a lie. Now, what's interesting to me is that that's what you accuse Jews of doing. But in fact, you were doing it, right?
No,
So what
no, I
you
don't
were
think so.
doing is you're projecting. No? So
No, I don't think so.
is the book about Is the book about returning to the diaspora or Greater Israel?
The book is about many things, man. It's about many, many things.
Okay. Okay. So is it about the Greater
Including
Israel
that.
Project? Is it about
Including
the Greater
that
Israel
as well.
Project? Is it about the Greater Israel Project?
Oh man.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Sort of. Am I pro Mandami?
Yeah, you
No,
pro
no.
Mandavi?
No, absolutely not.
How can you be pro Mandani? Nobody's saying it's pro Mandani.
I don't know.
He's not going to do as much.
Because Diego, as a New Yorker, I'm curious, like, where his stance was. But if he's saying no, he's not pro Mandavi. So.
The single worst person for the welfare of New York was a Jew.
David Dinkins?
No, Robert Moses.
Fiorello LaGuardia? Well, he was not an elected official.
I know that's what's so
Fiorello
nefarious
LaGuardia-
about it.
The only Jewish mayor ever in New York City was Bloomberg. Diego.
Well, no, the Day Beam. The Day Beam, and there's also Fiorello LaGuardia, was a Jewish Italian. And he
Yeah,
was,
but
most people regard him as the best mayor of New York.
Yeah, but the last one was Bloomberg. Bloomberg was the last Jewish mayor.
Yeah. Bloomberg was a Jewish guy, Beam is a Jewish guy, and so is Fiorello LaGuardia.
Bloomberg was a good mayor.
The Little Flower. He was a great mayor.
Wait, Diego.
I liked it when he went and asked the Jewish community to stop the oral circumcision.
Wait,
exercise.
Diego, did you vote for
What is
Bloomberg?
that?
He said he's never voted, David.
Here, I'll post a link to it.
I don't know. Back in the day,
So
maybe.
you don't know what it is?
It's called it's Bapay. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay. So what is it you're talking about?
There's a practice in the Jewish community in New York
Yes.
that is.
Yes.
Well,
Wait,
let's just say
Diego, are
Yeah,
you
so just
pro?
spell it out.
Are you pro? Him?
So are you pro-Soviet Mexican criminals?
Are you pro?
no. That's the thing. Now we have a Jewish
Are you pro
president
Bloomberg?
in Mexico.
You're anti-Mexican Soviet.
Are you
criminals.
pro? Are you pro Bloomberg, Diego?
We love Bloomberg.
Here, I'll post the thing to the
You
top
look
here.
I mean, if you did vote, Diego, would you
Look
vote
at this.
If you were able to vote, Diego, would you vote for Bloomberg?
I posted it to the top, David.
You posted the thing that you don't know what you're talking about to the room. Is this like the book that you didn't read? And the song, the words to which you don't know? This is all the same thing. It's funny, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I say it all day long.
No, it's tragic, you know.
It's 6 o'clock.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but that won't stop me.
Stop getting so offended. I know that it's your job or whatever, but
Be nice. Diego, be nice. Be nice.
I'm not offended. I'm laughing. You're funny. You're trolling.
here's one from Newsweek, David, so you can see.
You know, Diego. Norm won a Pulitzer Prize, so you.
How much does that cost,
Pulitzer
Norm?
Prize. Yeah. He was in a war zone, Diego. Do you know that?
Many times.
You just have more respect for Norm.
In fact, I was in Gaza in April. And I was in Judea and Samaria, also in April.
Can you prove that you were in Gaza in April?
I have a picture of myself there. I don't know if that helps.
Well, I have a picture of Nura in Gaza in September. So
You got a picture of her in a bikini in Vegas. What does that prove?
you see.
El Normal, don't waste your time with these low IQ rats. They're just spiders. They're just here to catch little flies.
Well, first of all, I'm not sure who you're referring to, but I think they're trolling and I'm trolling, so it's fair enough.
I'm saying Diego, the Jew hater, the low IQ brain routed out neo-Nazi and his neo-Nazi Scarface bride Princessa.
Well, isn't it ironic that the Palestinian terrorists find common cause with the Nazis? It's not.
I'm not a Nazi.
Like you couldn't make it up. Wait a second. Yes, you are.
He just said earlier he wants to be the number one anti-Semite on Clubhouse. He wants to be better than Nick Fuentes. He wants to be the number one anti-Semite on the internet. That's what he said earlier, El Normo. You believe this fucking loser?
Dio, for the record, did you say Hitler was cool or no?
Well, I mean, that's a different question. It doesn't make me a Nazi.
Well, it kind of makes you a suspect. I'm just saying.
What makes you a Nazi is being a Nazi.
A is A, right, Simon?
It's an identity statement.
An identity statement. But is it a substance statement?
Yes.
What about an essence
I'm
statement?
surprised. I'm
But
surprised.
I mean,
I'm not even sure you're denying it. I would be surprised if you actually denied it.
well,
Unless you're
Norm,
trolling.
I asked
I
him.
don't-
I
think you're-
asked him if he thought like Hitler was cool, and he didn't answer. So I'm assuming he means yes. He thinks
Okay.
Hitler was
let's-
cool.
So, okay. So put it this way, Diego. Do you disavow Hitler?
I don't know. What does that mean?
That's a no. That's a no.
There's your
But what does that mean? Disavow, like.
There's your answer.
I also okay, fine. I disavow Hitler and I disavow Churchill and I disavow Franklin Delano
Yeah,
Roosevelt and
hang on.
Stalin. How about that?
Okay, that's confusing.
I disavow all
I
of them.
guess you're saying you disavow everybody.
Well, I
Who don't
disavow
you
any
disavow?
politician. That's why I don't vote.
No, who don't you disavow?
I don't disavow Mises, Ludwig von Mises.
Philip Roth? I don't know him. So, but you like Philip Roth because you quote him.
I do think Philip Roth
And
is
Irving Berlin.
Okay, and I like Irving Berlin, and he will be played. He will be played on my LP this Christmas.
Yeah, but Diego,
Okay.
with all
Nothing
due
wrong with Irving Berlin.
Diego, with all due respect,
So you disavow,
we saw.
the Goyim and you avow the Jews.
No, dude.
All
If the content
No?
is good and it's not explicitly
Yes.
hateful,
Yeah,
I can know that it's
Yes.
that he kind of hates
give me an
Christ.
example.
Yeah, but Dio, with all due respect, we all saw what the outcome was. You know what the outcome was. You know what Hitler did.
Like,
You
hold
know
on, let me-
he was not a nice person. We know how many people died.
I don't know that. I don't
Like-
know that he was not a nice person. I see pictures of him with children and dogs, and he seems to be a very nice person.
I mean,
But-
he likes dogs, but that's okay. But I mean,
And look,
David, how bad is your mental retardation, David?
they gave him the option of carpet bomb London and he chose not to. He said no.
Oh, wait, he did bomb London.
yeah, but he didn't
Yeah,
want to
he
do
did.
it. What do you mean?
But
What do you mean?
in the blitz.
dude, London is a
No,
cloudy
okay.
city. All they had to do was fly through there.
London in the blitz.
I understand, but that
He
was
bombed
later.
London repeatedly, and so he did. So he did bomb London.
No,
What do you
no,
think?
no. But
It's
I'm
not-
talking about early on in the war.
No. So he didn't before he did. That's your defense.
He was given the option to basically do a
Yeah.
very quick attack
Yeah.
on London and end
Yeah.
the war before it started. And he
Right.
said no
Right.
because the British
No.
have too much in common with the Germans. They're good white
He
people
wanted
with
to
good
bomb
stock.
London. Right. And then he bombed them.
Later,
Right.
when his
Right,
hand was
later.
forced.
Later.
I mean,
Later.
well, I mean,
Then
he
he
didn't
said-
start the war, right? He was attacked by
He
England.
was forced to bomb the civilians and the children.
Well, no, that's after England did it to Dresden, dude, which is
So
like
you're saying he was forced to
essentially
kill the
Gaza
children.
Part 1.
So bombing Dresden was like bombing Gaza. I agree with you. Bombing Nazis is like bombing Gaza. 100% agree. You might as well
Except
leave it
that
at that.
Dresden was a civilian place full of women and children.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Genocide. Apartheid. Gay pride. Occupation. Dresden was occupied.
Anyway, so here's the point.
Free Dresden.
So I can say that Hitler is cool in his like style, or
No, it's
whatever.
not cool.
But I just
Well,
said
we
it.
have a difference of opinion here.
We have a difference of opinion. Agree to disagree on the aesthetic.
Yeah, but with all due respect, if you're gonna say Hitler was cool, because
Hang on, but you didn't let me finish my point. I was
Okay.
going to say, but
Okay.
when Jewish Spielberg makes Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones is cooler.
Wait, what was his name? Wait. Hang on. What was his name?
Spielberg. Did I pronounce that properly?
No, what was his first name? You called him what? Jewish
Steven. No, I'm saying he's a Jew, right? So my point is,
You said Jewish. No, you called him Jewish Spielberg.
Jewish Spielberg. In order to make the point that he was making a movie where the characters of the Nazis were not portrayed as cool, but they were portrayed as
the Nazis were bad people in that movie. Like everyone knows that. So
I know. And so Indiana Jones is cool, and the Nazis are not cool in that context.
Oh.
Well, the context
I'm saying I can appreciate both. That's an advantage. That's an evolutionary advantage if you think about it.
Yeah, but
that's a feature, not a bug.
But Diego, with all the respect, that's based on like real life things that happens. You know, they're what?
David, Diego is a delusional schmuck. Diego, who's the better person, Al Pacino or Adolf Hitler? Yeah, who's the better person, Adolf Hitler or Al Pacino? Go ahead, answer the question, you look like you brain rat fucking little rat.
I want to say Al Pacino because he just had a baby at the age of 80 with a young woman. I think that's pretty basic.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is the baby okay?
Yeah, the baby's fine. Him and De Niro had babies at 80.
Maybe I'll do that.
He's not.
I mean, she also got one. He just gave her the sperm.
He's not the one giving birth, Simon, but I mean, the fact that his swimmers are still swimming is pretty cool.
Well, the swimmers swim. It's the quality of the swimmers, not the swimmability of the swimmers.
What is this?
I said it's the quality of the swimmers, not their swimmability. Not the swimmiosity.
I stand corrected. Wow.
Your problem, Diego, is Princessia has got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it.
When I think of women,
somebody wants to send me a video of Princessa, and I don't want to see it.
You know what? Which Al Pacino quote I always say, John? I always say all these people with their rocks and their roses. But come the wet ass hour, I'm everybody's daddy.
I like it when he yells. It's like
Rita. You know he could still. Should I do that again? Well.
You know my favorite. Everyone loves Al Pacino in his mob movies, but like my favorite was when he
Scent of a Woman.
Yeah, when the blind guy, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that was The Scent of a Woman. Yeah, when he was in front of all the kids and
that's what there's a famous quote in that one where he tells Charlie, he says, Charlie, the day we stop looking is the day we die. And I say that to Simon.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, it's such
Simon's living with a 17-year-old girl, and he's like, what are you talking about? Look, huh? I don't see anything. Yeah, so what? Yeah, I mean, she lives here, but I see nothing.
Wait, what? Simon is sleeping with a 17-year-old girl?
Well, allegedly.
No. Well, he said there's 5 rooms. He said one room is his office, the other room is his girlfriend's office, the other room is a guest office.
Okay, let's not do that.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is there's only one room left, and there's 3 of them.
What?
Simon, you don't dance.
Diego, isn't that Simon's living in a Down syndrome autistic facility? What are you getting at?
Leave Simon alone.
Yeah, leave Simon alone. He's got enough problems in that facility.
Yeah, I don't know.
Diego, look at my PTR. Can you explain to me how this guy became a congressman?
How about this one, David? I take a flamethrower out of this place.
Yeah, that's right. That's like it's funny because like I have friends and like we'll see like certain like movie quotes or whatever, and that was one of them. It's like
If I was the man I was 10 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this place.
What was that during the court scene?
Yeah, like he told the guy, "Is like out of order. You're out of order. Yeah, I'm out of order. You're out of order."
No, that's from Injustice for All.
I believe that's David Mamet. I'm sure it was. But I think he overacts, for the record.
Yeah.
But he's charismatic.
It's his voice.
I knew it wasn't good. I
It's
just
sad. He's a blind guy. I mean, he's probably gonna die or whatever.
He's basically
Outside of
Gilbert
the-
Godfrey.
I think that's a fictional character, David.
Metafictional.
Who's the other? Remember what's the other one where? Is it the same movie where he wanted to kill himself?
Yes.
Good
That
one,
was the whole
David.
plan. He
David,
was going to New York.
Try to make a
have sex
complete
with a woman
sentence,
and then kill
David.
himself.
Yeah, and he flew up
Sex
first
with a
class. I
woman.
remember that. Yeah, I felt bad. That's not.
Are you talking about
it's sad.
Princessia?
It's sad.
What about Princessia?
Your movie sucked though because you got trapped in an elevator shaft. The movie couldn't progress.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was doing something. What were you saying?
Princessia, when you went viral, we looked it up. You've been seen over 300 million times in the elevator shaft.
Really?
Yep.
How
People.
did she not get anti-STEM out of the year? At least that's a mention.
Honorable mention.
Do you get like a money from that or no?
They got money from it. No one's pushing it.
I mean, I deal in like I deal in like a lot of money things, and I'm surprised.
I'm sure you do.
Right? Yeah, I do.
David, do you have Legos or any building blocks?
Got docs.
I'm gonna write a story about a girl in an elevator.
Oh, good.
Write one about a 60-plus-year-old man hired for $500 a month to do IDF work on the side.
Yeah, you should make a fictional story, Princessia.
Norma is not 70.
Diego, will you
He has a regular fight with some guy named Resistance on a voice chat app who calls him El Nostro.
Wait.
I'm gonna make it a sci-fi fantasy historical fictional show.
Wait, Norm, does the Resistance call you that? What did he call you?
He was hiding in a mosque. Literally.
Yeah. Do you know, like, he actually tried to fight Norm? He hit. He's trying to hit.
They ran into each other in New York.
He's hiding in a mosque. I mean, that's embarrassing.
What happened? So Diego, so Resistance said like, "Come meet me," in Washington Square Park, and Norm did, and he didn't show up.
I said 7 o'clock at the fountain. I was there standing around looking for this guy, and he checked into Amir's room. He checks into Amir's room, and you can hear his feet on the wooden floor. And they go, "Where are you?" He said, "The Masjid Medina." That's what he says. He was hiding in a mosque.
Is that far away from where you were?
11 feet. It's across town. It's a 25-minute walk if you walk that.
Wow.
He was hiding in the toilet.
Listen, maybe one day we'll run into each other. I ran into John Kitover.
He told me.
He didn't see me, I saw him.
But he ran away. He was scared of you. Yeah.
He said that he saw you.
No, I saw him. I flagged him down.
Well, Diego was hanging out with his family, and John Kitover just he ran away. He basically ran away.
Yeah.
That's not the way I heard it.
I didn't run away, you schmuck. We had a fucking reservation to go kayaking in the caves, in the heart, down by the beach. So, David, just go get another martini and STFU.
And then he accused me of having robotic family members. Like,
Maybe not robotic. Maybe maybe you don't make them happy. I'm just saying you don't make them happy.
Such a person.
I mean, what kind of a loser comes on their phone for many years and has fucking decentralized conference calls, with a bunch of fucking losers all day long, ignoring their family to their, detriment when he could be improving their intelligence, their well-being in 100 different ways. Instead, he comes on here and he decides to, declare himself the top anti-Semite of the internet. What a fucking schmuck.
Well, Norm, as far as I know, Diego was he was in his car with his family.
Oh God, David, just go pour yourself another gin and tonic. Shut the fuck up, David.
Why did he run away?
It's true, he did run away.
Why would he run away?
I mean, he could have asked, said, "Hey, let's go."
Diego, motherfucker, you didn't even get out of your car to shake my hand, you dandruff-suffering, Jew-hating schmuck.
I said I can't remember where I was going, but I was going somewhere at that very moment. It was like 7:50 in the morning.
Church.
Going to church?
There you go.
I thought that's what you all said on the story.
You didn't even fill up with gas. You were just sitting there in the gas station. What the fuck were you doing?
Dude, I was literally going. Either I had just washed the car, or I was about to wash the car. Because
There's no car wash there.
I had all this paper to make sure it didn't leak because it's an old car. And yeah, man.
Are you saying you didn't want to be around a greasy Jew because you would just wash the car?
No, he had some kind of sister. I couldn't get a good look at her. I didn't see if she was a.
Nobody was out of the car, I believe. Oh no, that was No, that wasn't my sister. That was my sister's husband's kid, I believe.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, my sister married a guy with 3 kids.
Oh, okay. So not really. He's kind of your niece-in-law. Can you say that? Niece-in-law?
Yeah, niece, I guess. Niece-in-law, yeah.
So anyway, so Norm, basically, they did meet each other, but
I know they did.
yeah.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
And here we are, still talking about nothing.
In Chicago. I like how David added the in Chicago part.
It wasn't in Chicago. It was in California.
Well, David says it's in Chicago, so it's in Chicago. David is, as David does.
It wasn't in Chicago. It was in California.
Yep, correct.
Metafiction. But
I mean, Norm, the record, I did meet Diego in New York, by the way.
David, how many steps are there in the number 12?
I met Diego twice.
David, how many steps are there in the number 12?
Did he have to put you on his visitor list?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay. Fair enough.
are you gonna?
I did have to ask his person to. I was gonna make a doorman joke, but never mind.
Are you gonna be in New York next week?
I'm in New York all the time. In summer.
Oh, okay. Well,
Let's go.
let's fucking go. No, I'm a busy man,
What are you doing, filling up laundromats with Bitcoin skimming machines?
It's a full-time job.
So did you ever get the cash back that the government took out of your condo in New York?
No,
Hello?
I think his place is fine in New York.
Hello?
I mean, it's a little difficult. So you can't treat it like the way you used to.
Wait, did you tell us how much per month you spend on your place?
No, I haven't been.
Norm, did you tell us how much you spend per month on your place?
No, I didn't. But too much.
Nobody tells anything. I told everyone how much I spent, and nobody tells me.
I said it.
I said 6,500 per month. I said it.
The bottom line is, David, Do you know this song? I needed money cause I had none.
Does anyone just give me money?
The law won.
I don't know what the fact is.
Simon, how are you still working?
What do you mean you don't?
Because he spends 70% of his brain on Clubhouse, so it takes him
Look
longer.
what time it is.
No,
It's 3:30.
when you're doing work that you love, it's not work.
Yeah, it literally is. And
When
plus,
you're doing what you love,
my product is.
it's just like an exercise in aesthetic.
So Norm, I'm not gonna dox Simon. I'm not gonna dox Simon, but Simon actually had an interview with somebody, and about his entire situation, and it's just a great interview. It made me respect Simon even more because I heard about his
Did he ever use the phrase, what do you mean, with the interview?
No, he just talked. It's a great interview. I have so much respect for Simon after that.
Oh, did you see the interview?
It's on Instagram.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, for sure.
You filmed your interview?
It was just like a podcast that this guy I worked with started, and he just asked me if I wanted to
It was a great interview. Yeah.
David, send me a link back out.
Subjectively or objectively, how great was it?
Yeah, of course, you depends on.
We're friends.
Yeah, Simon, send me the link too on Instagram. Let me see it.
The thing is, I seldom include, which is, again, it's not. I don't like to be in this situation, but I seldom include a high-price fancy colorist in my budget. And again, it's not because I don't want to. It's just priority.
This is Scarface. Being on Clown House is a character actress.
But I would. I'd hire him. Although, hiring friends can be a mixed bag. What?
You know what?
I never disappoint. I guarantee satisfaction.
So
I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard. Don't stop, Simon.
So Norm, I do a lot. I do a lot with Adobe, right? And
Dildos.
I mostly deal with Adobe Photoshop and all that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
why did you say that?
It's supposed to show you what you're going to
Are you losing the plot over there?
Simon was laughing at me.
It's because of how your voice, I'm just laughing at the
Trailed off.
yeah.
I recently purchased the most popular glucose meter online and decided to test it with you.
Put your in the video. Get the video. It's chasing more you. Hey, look at that. Nah. What did you just say? My boy out here now.
Come on,
I fought the law and the law.
I'm breaking rocks in the hot sun.
I fought the law and the law won.
It's such that you.
Oh, that's a great song.
It's a good song.
I'm watching Home Alone. It's a great movie.
Oh, we're gonna watch that soon.
What is your favorite Christmas movies for?
Why does it have to be Christmas? It's a Hanukkah movie.
I apologize. Holiday movies.
So, yeah, definitely Home Alone is up there, man. Sure. I mean, we just watched Elf, right? Which is a movie without Christ, but it's about Christmas. Oh, lo and behold, didn't know right for that.
Well, you know, it's funny.
Simon, you know it's true. Christ in that one.
Why doesn't the bag leak? When we poke the bag with a long needle, the hole is exactly the size of the needle.
It's
The
a New York
plastic
movie,
squeezes
right?
tightly around it and doesn't let the
The person is like anti Christmas, until they're pro Christmas, right?
Who directed it, John Favreau.
He's nervous.
He's not Jewish. Excuse me?
No,
What? He's not Jewish.
no, but it's a very Christian movie, right? Right, Diego? Isn't it? Right? Because like the whole idea is like that person, I forget his name, whatever his name is
John Favreau warning Flushing Queens. Mother was not Jewish.
Yeah.
That doesn't lie. Come on.
You thought that head of curly hair was gonna connect us to them?
Wait a second. Is John Favreau Jewish? I didn't. They're not a Jewish name. I never thought it was Jewish.
I mean, neither is Leon Trotsky, but come on, man.
No, they're not Jewish. Is John Favreau? I don't know. John Favreau Jewish.
Wait, but it doesn't matter if John Favreau is Jewish or not. It doesn't matter.
I did not know. His mother is Jewish, his father is Catholic, Italian and French Canadian.
There we go.
So I guess
Does that mean he's Jewish?
It means that when he goes to confession, he says, "Forgive me, Father, I have sinned." I think you know my attorney, Mr. Epstein.
He shouldn't. With all due respect, he shouldn't go to confession.
What's he making?
It's
Is it near on the shore?
there you go.
Very smart.
I thought he was
Now it's coming.
I thought you guys were like, you know how like a dog knows when it's a cat, when it's a cat or another dog. Like, I thought you guys were just share each other.
He's not messing around now. We should go see him now.
There you go. Even when it's not the case, you called the guy a soup Nazi.
It's like it's like you know those dogs with two bed bugs? That's how we are with food haters.
Yeah, but with all due respect, Diego, I mean, you did say like, Hitler was cool. Come on.
Good. What did you want me to say? That's an exaggeration.
Yeah, but that's what he said, though, Norm. That's what he said.
Well, it's an exaggeration.
No numbers. Nick Fuentes, by the way, didn't say Hitler was. They asked him, why did you say Hitler was cool?
He did say he was cool.
He said the edits. That was his answer. The edits. And the edits are cool.
Okay, but then nobody wears those little mustaches after the line. They look stupid.
Okay, that's a matter of aesthetics. I don't know if there's objective aesthetics. I think Simon thinks there is, but
He's stupid. And by the way, he fucked up his country, his people, and all of Europe. He's an idiot.
he wasn't even from the country, right? He was Austrian.
That's right. Well, he fucked up Austria too.
No, they're fine.
They're not fine.
No, they're not fine. Well, none of us are. I mean, we're all doing worse after the bad guy won.
No, but he tried to take over the world, and he was an idiot, and he ended up destroying the things that he valued the most, and then putting a bullet in his head.
Well, according to you, he was a cool guy.
He didn't put a bullet in his head. That's not true.
He committed suicide. Suicide. Yes, he did.
This girl loved tanks.
This case, everybody knows that.
Yeah, but he committed suicide. He killed
himself.
himself.
That's why.
This guy's 12 years old.
You got that piece of
There's a
information?
novel called Grey Wolf. It's actually not a novel. It's a non-fiction book. It's actually pretty exciting opening.
This guy's 12 years old.
How did Hitler die? How did Hitler die?
What does the book Grey Wolf say?
No, one second. Hitler never died by suicide. in his underground bunker in Kitover on April 30th, 1995. The Soviet forces closing in. April 30th, that's a Jewish holiday, right? Now, hang on, guys. We don't need your calendar. We have our own calendar. The Soviet forces closing in and the war clearly lost. He chose to take his own life to avoid death. Hitler committed suicide by a combination of methods. He swallowed a cyanide capsule and simultaneously shot himself in the head. His new wife, Brown, whom he had married the day before, died by his side from cyanide poisoning alone. Per his explicit instructions to prevent his body from being publicly displayed like that of Italian dictator Benito Mussolini, his body and Brown's were carried into the garden of the Reich Chancellery, doused in gasoline, and set on fire. Soviet soldiers later found the charred remains, which were secretly moved and buried in various locations over the years. The remains were eventually exhumed, completely cremated, and scattered in 1970 to prevent the gravesite from becoming a neo-Nazi shrine, Diego. Sorry, not sorry.
Nice story, bro, but not as good as our story.
Well, I'm not giving you a story. I'm
With the
giving you
outline, look.
history from AI.
With the outline,
There's
look.
definitive physical evidence of his death.
Stay
His
in
dental
the
work, which was recovered by the Soviets, later verified
Don't
by a
stop
forensic
this
scientist.
Clear ye all of the beyond, reverberating.
I thought the Jews and the
When they should have.
I fought the Jews and the Jews won. You think they would learn? Like it took Germany 2 world wars to get the memo. Did you see they just recently bought Jacob Sling from Israel? By the way, all the European nations are now buying Israeli anti-missile technology because they're afraid that Russia will bombard them. There we go. And it took Japan 2 nuclear weapons to stop committing genocide.
El Normo,
The Palestinians.
El Normo, did you see Rabbi Shmuley Bateach's speech at the dinner with Benjamin Netanyahu?
No, but I saw him at the Israel Philharmonic not long ago at Carnegie Hall.
You got to see this because Benjamin's like almost like, I feel like Benjamin Netanyahu's like, motherfucker, like you're giving such a loud speech after my speech, like you're one-upping my speech.
That's funny. Send me the link. David, did you send me a link to the interview before I forget?
What interviews? Sorry.
With Steinman.
Oh my god.
He said it was okay.
No, I don't want to send it. I'll let him send it. I don't want to send it.
He and I don't have our back channel thing yet.
Simon, that was a great interview with Simon. I love that interview.
Now you're messing with me purposely. I know you.
No, it's a great interview. Like
You're
I'm
trolling
serious.
me.
Yeah.
No,
If he wants to send it, I would never dox Simon if Simon wants.
You're not doxing. He said it was okay.
Yeah, but I
No,
don't want to send it.
I'll send it to you. We'll shoot it if you Telegram.
I have Telegram. Are we connected on Telegram?
I have no idea.
How do I connect with you on Telegram?
I'll please connect on Telegram.
Say it again?
I actually don't even know how to connect on Telegram.
Well, that would make it challenging.
Here. Actually, what's it called? I'll just give it to David, and he can send it to you.
I don't know. Do you want me to send it? I don't know.
Yes, of course.
Thank you both.
Here, David, I'll send you the link.
It's a great interview. Like, so the interviewer was very calm and collective and all that, and Simon talked about like his growing up and all that stuff. It was a great interview.
I just hate
The interface?
no, the what's it called? The thumbnails that this guy put. I look like a fucking serial killer.
You can choose your thumbnail. You can.
I know.
He could change that.
I actually ask him because the thumbnails look retarded. Like I think he did it on purpose. If I'm being honest.
Oh no! People always think people doing stuff purposely. He's got no interest in making you look bad. Did somebody just text me? Hi. Thank you, David.
Yeah, so no, I sent a picture of, or I sent the link to.
Thank you. Loading.
You have to watch it the entire. It's a pretty good.
Diego, you're a cool guy. I just checked it out. You're a cool guy.
Thank you. What the hell did you share with him, David?
No. That was Simon's thing, not you.
Oh, did I say Diego? I meant Simon. Sorry.
Yeah, Simon. Yeah, it wasn't you, Diego.
He's been saying the wrong name all night.
I know. I'm like doing 4,000 things at once while I'm talking to you.
When it's been negative, he's been saying Simon. When it's been positive, he's been saying Diego.
Yeah, I'm obviously failing to multitask. I apologize.
I think it's the subconscious saying the truth.
No, it's not. The subconscious is a Freudian invention. Freud was a Jew. You don't want to.
Wait. Was Ford a Jew? Is that true?
Some people say so.
So, Norm, what do you think of Simon?
He's a cool guy. That's what I was just saying after I looked at the thing.
He's a good-looking guy, right? Isn't he?
I like how you focus on his looks.
What? It's true. I'm just saying.
You're so Gay.
What's the matter with that?
I'm just saying.
Wait,
saying.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
But why is he focused on that?
I'm not focused on that. I'm just saying.
There isn't anything wrong with that.
No. I like Simon. Simon is the best.
It's very suspicious.
There's only one person, or there's maybe two people.
Him liking you is based on how you look.
As a friend, relax. Calm down. I like Simon is like.
Joe, go ahead.
As a friend, Simon is my number one person on the set.
Joe, go ahead. Release. You're free to speak as you wish, Mr. Joe.
Release the hounds.
I have multiple pictures of myself. We can view them if you want.
I thought you were gonna come after Norm.
There's nothing
Yeah,
to
I
come
have
after.
a lot of pictures. You can look at my face, my lips, my nose, everything.
Oh, I'll pass.
What?
Thank you, but no thank you.
Yo, all of my programs are crashing. What the fuck is going on?
So much for the $2 million.
Work harder.
Yeah, I hate that.
God, fucking damn
So
it.
much for the 2 million what?
$2 million?
Yeah, so Norm, when you watched the whole thing about his interview, I'm curious what your thought is.
Yeah. Is it about the industry? I mean, people are freaking out about the industry.
Actually,
he's
like
made of different stuff. He is methodical and relentless, so he's not going to have a problem.
Yeah, but it's a great interview though. You have to watch the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
shit.
I'm looking forward to that.
Inshallah, I think I fucking got this. Wow. That's crazy.
That's right.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah means I love you.
Hey, it's comment ça va?
El Normo, I got a question for you. Who's the most famous Jewish person you ever hung out with?
Elon Musk.
Who are you asking?
Elon Musk is not Jewish.
You, El Normo. Who's the coolest Jewish person you ever hung out with?
Elon Musk went to Hebrew school.
I was with Lawrence Bender the other night.
No, let Diego, let David think.
Who?
He's smart. David is very smart.
He has 2 PhDs done.
I do. Yeah, I have 2 PhDs.
He hiccups in between each PhD.
You got PSAD?
Oh, no.
He's the founding member of the National Institute of Alcoholic Sciences.
That's funny.
That's not nice.
You have a lot of good material.
Yeah,
Don. I mean,
that's not nice.
But don't use it against David.
No, I know.
He's a Jew. He's one of you.
He had his therapist call me, and his therapist asked me not to be mean to him.
Obviously, David.
I'm definitely not. I'm not Jewish.
David is a Jew?
Yeah.
No.
He's my brother.
In effect.
But I think David likes Catholicism. And I support that.
I don't want to argue with David. He gonna try to buy me out.
I'm Roman Catholic, and if he said otherwise, my parents would be very upset.
So he's
I support you. I like Catholic people.
Yeah, but let's think about what the Israelis would say first.
What would the Israelis say? Israel has Catholic. We have Catholics in Israel.
No, he's saying instead of his parents.
I saw videos. You guys spit on them a lot? I saw the videos.
No. Bullshit. Like, I do what this does.
And you also snipe old women in churches in Gaza.
Oh, please.
Sleeping old women.
I know.
Old Christian women in Gaza.
Why somebody ran with the ball?
I know, and we're responsible for the earthquake in Japan, and we're responsible for